smile from cheek to cheek. Get feeling fancy. That's where I'm gonna be. 'Cause I'm shining, I'm hiding. I got a good thing on me. No, I can't hide it. There's nothing in my sleep. I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. I got all the magic in me. It ain't never gonna leave, ain't never gonna leave, no. Anything can happen, anything can happen, anything can happen, yeah, anything, yeah, anything, yeah, anything can happen, anything.
Good evening, good evening. We are so excited to have you joining us this evening. We just need a little bit of your time. We're not going to go over 30 minutes. We're so excited for you to join us tonight. And happy May. Can you believe it's May 1st today? Oh my goodness, it's the 5th month of the year. How did it go so fast? But we got lots to do tonight, so I'm going to get right to it. My name is Jerry Lina Rocho, and I am tuning in here from Cape Coral, Florida. I'm so excited to have you join us. We want to know where you are tuning in from. So tell us who invited you in the comments. Go ahead and tell us who invited you and where you're watching us from, because we really want to hit everywhere across the United States. We're excited to share this information with every woman in the country. Now, I'm going to set the agenda for us. We are going to learn a little bit about our company first. Then you're going to learn our favorite products of the week, because there's so many. It's hard to choose, but we're going to pick our favorites for this day. And then you're going to hear a story of inspiration and hope from our fabulous guest speaker. So we're going to go ahead and get started with some company information.
We believe passionately in entrepreneurial fire, in giving everyone, everywhere, the chance to do their best and feel even better. We believe in you. We're here to empower every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years, and we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family-owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social, all while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they're always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary and product donations since we began tracking our philanthropic efforts. We support life-saving research and survivor empowerment with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy. and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose, and we hope you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
Then, now, and always. That's the Mary Kay way. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Alicia C. Dickerson, and I'm from Estero, Florida. That's in Southwest Florida, and it is paradise. My product tonight is Paradise for Your Lips. So take your pout on a spa-like retreat. So with treatment anytime, anywhere, formulated with nourishing shea butter and the fresh flavor of white tea and citrus. This product leaves your dry, chapped lips feeling amazing. So get with your consultant and have her to get it for you for just $22. $22. So let us know where you're coming from. Put shopping carts in the chat and your consultant will get it to you. I am so happy that we have a super, super, super excited guest here tonight, and she's going to join me on the screen. There she is. Hi, Jenan.
Hey, Alicia. Okay, I'm excited to share my product spotlight. And I was just looking in our awesome lookbook catalog to just tell you the benefits. But it is the Satin Hands Shea Hand Cream. You guys, this was in my desk drawer right here next to me as I started this video. It is amazing. And I live in Jupiter, Florida, which is in Palm Beach County. And, you know, the sun exposure and, you know, all the different things. My hands, I'm washing them all the time, every day. I don't know about you, but they just get dried out and my rings get stuck, you know, these beautiful rings that are prizes from Mary Kay. But anyways, this is only $12 and you're going to want one in your purse. You're going to want one in your desk drawer. You're going to want to give these as gifts. They are incredible. Shea butter is a magic key ingredient that Mary Kay has in hand cream. You will not find anything else on the market like this. So that's my product spotlight. Back to you, ladies.
Thank you, Jenan. Okay, and I have the same thing. I have my lookbook right here for my products. I love it. We have tools. Mary Kay gives us all the tools we need to look good, right? Okay, so as professionals and on our faces, I'm going to talk about our brows tonight. I have found that a lot of my customers are very interested in having their brows done or how they can look at their brows. We had guests on Monday night and they were comparing each other's brows, and it wasn't even a brow class. But know that you can book a Wow Brows class with your consultant. So go ahead and text her right now that you want to set up a Wow Brows class so you can try these products, okay? The first thing I'm going to talk about is our brow tint. And what I love about this is that it actually puts microscopic fibers that cling to the hairs to give your thin brows. They might be thin, maybe they're sparse, maybe they're faded, maybe you're like me and you have some white ones coming in. You want to put a little color over top of it. That's what your brow tint is. It comes in different colors and it has a little spoolie on the end. So I like to wipe some of the product off. And you can see that little spoolie just like on the end of a mascara wand, and you just put it onto your brow and it's going to fill in those fibers. It's going to make your thin or over tweezed eyebrows look fuller. It's fantastic. And it is long lasting. I'm not going to say it's waterproof, but it is long lasting. It gives your brows a visible boost. Now, if you don't have hairs and you need to create brows, then we have our precision brow liner. And what is so cool about this brow liner is that it doesn't need to be sharpened. They call it a micro tip. They call it a micro tip. See how thin that is, how tiny it is? And you're just going to lightly put feathery strokes into your brows or where your brows should be if you don't have any hairs there. And you're going to fill in and create brows because brows are so important. They frame your face. So you definitely want to have brows. They make you look younger. So get with your consultant. These are each $14. And your consultant will show you where your brow should start, where your arch should be, and where it should end. So much information. Your beauty consultant knows how to help you. So make sure you reach out to her about these products. They're fabulous. Now, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce our guest speaker. Jenan Wood started her Mary Kay business in 2006 while she was a busy mom homeschooling her 3 young children. Prior to that, she worked in legal foundations as well as outreach ministry to high school students, which she is still involved with today. 9 months after starting her Mary Kay business, Jenan earned her first Mary Kay career car and became a sales director. Her highest commission check for 1 month, not including her sales, so far has been $13,006. She has earned 11 company cars, and 7 of which are the prestigious pink Cadillac. Jenan has been in the National Court of Sales and was named Rookie of the Year in the Warfield National area. Her favorite award was being named Miss Go Give, which is an award you receive that has nothing to do with your how much you sell or how many people you recruit. It's basically how much you help other people, and you are nominated by your peers. So it's a huge honor. She has earned all expense paid trip to Alaska and 2 trips to the Caribbean for she and her husband, Danny. Her unit has been in the Circle of Achievement 10 times. She's also been ranked in the top 10 units in the state of Florida 11 times, which is huge because Florida, first of all, is a huge state, and we've got some really seriously successful Mary Kay sales directors and units in the state. So to be in the top 10 is pretty incredible. Jenan grew up as a Mary Kay kid. Her mother is retired Inner Circle Executive National Sales Director Cheryl Warfield, who earned, are you all sitting down? She earned $9.5 million in her career and an additional $3.5 million family security retirement package. So Jenan is honored to carry on her mom's legacy and helping women have the priorities of God first, family second, and career third. And as you heard, she does live in Jupiter, Florida, but I'm going to bring her up. And before she starts speaking, those are her accolades. And you heard a little bit that she's a mom and a wife, but I want to tell you that Jenan is just so much fun, but also so giving and so welcoming. And she makes you feel like the most important person on the planet. To me, she is Mary Kay royalty, but she has never acted like Mary Kay royalty. She acts like one of the girls, and she just took me in with open arms and made me feel so special. So I am so excited to have you as our guest speaker tonight, Jenan. And thank you for being my friend.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. I mean, where else can you get introduced like that? I just appreciate all of that, Jerry Lynn, and just being with you ladies tonight. And I don't know about you, but this Mary Kay thing, even though she told you my accolades is what we call it, and my mom's long history with this company, I didn't think this was something I was going to do for myself. And that's okay. If you've never thought of doing a business like this, just relax and listen and, learn. One of the things I love the most is growing, self-growth. And, we should always be learning and growing, right? And as women, we do so much for so many other people. And, sometimes we leave ourselves in last place. And this might sound hokey, but the Whitney Houston song, The Greatest Love of All, is learning to love yourself. And what I love about our business is sitting down with women and helping them look beautiful on the outside and just really look in the mirror at their God-given features, their eyes, their smile. That's really all makeup is meant to do, is to help show your God-given beautiful features. And everyone is beautiful, right? And so I love just that moment of sitting with women and helping them take some time for themselves, not for everybody else, looking in the mirror and reminding them how God made them so beautiful. And I do this with Girl Scouts. I love doing things with the younger girls because if they can get those messages while they're younger, it will carry longer. When you were ever in those impressionable ages, you probably remember some things that people said to you and they still play in your mind today. So I love that privilege. And then of course, if you were to embrace this business opportunity, even as a hobby or part-time, or like Jerry Lynn, Alicia, and I do full-time, there's a place for you in this company. I really believe, and actually my mom says, everyone should be in this company for at least a year. You're not, married to the company. It's no big deal. Signing up is no big deal. If you don't like it, you can just change your mind and stop being a consultant. And so, but the personal growth, the positive women, learning how to frame your decision making based on priorities of God first, family second, and career third, which is what our founder, Mary Kay Ash, really wanted for women to be able to keep those priorities in order. And I was privileged to see that growing up. My mom was working from home, but she was home. And so, it's really rewarding to keep those priorities in order. And honestly, I really was going to do something else. Okay. I wanted to be a lawyer. I'm a passionate person. As Jerry Lynn said, I do youth ministry. I'm passionate about my faith. And I'm just passionate. Okay. And so I wasn't thinking Mary Kay was going to be for me because my mom already was successful in that realm. And it wasn't that I had any issues. Of course, every product head to toe in our household and my whole life, I've only used the best of the best Mary Kay. And by the way, I just turned 52. So this product works. But I was going to be a lawyer, and I got a scholarship to law school in Tallahassee when I was in college. I worked at the state capitol all 4 years as the bill reader. I was so fascinated by all of that. But something in me told me not to take that scholarship to law school yet and wait and work in a law firm first to see. And I kind of feel like that's because I was raised to know that I really wanted to see, the priorities first. And honestly, the female attorneys that were in my firm, at least, one of them, I just couldn't relate. One of them wanted to be basically respected by the men. So she wore pantsuits, short hair, even talked with a low voice, and wasn't married, wasn't wanting to get married or have kids, which is fine, but she was wanting respect. And so she worked really hard to keep up with the men, and her goal was to be a partner. So that was Betsy. And then Amy was married and did have young kids. So I knew that was someone I could relate to for my future. I had just gotten married right out of college. And so, but she was late to everything. She was always talking to her nanny. She was, basically just trying to keep it all together, but really was frustrated constantly. And I would actually have to be in the conference room with the client, starting the depositions without her. And then whenever she was able to get herself organized in there, then we would, have her, as the attorney on record. But I just noticed how she was struggling, and she really honestly wanted to be there for her kids so much. She was calling the nanny nonstop. And so I just decided this isn't for me. We went ahead and moved to Denver, Colorado. And I worked a little bit more in a legal foundation that argues Supreme Court cases. So that was a little bit different for me. But even that wasn't going to keep my priorities in order. And so I took the departure and went on staff full time with youth ministry with high school students. And then we moved back to Florida and had our own youth. I was blessed to have 3 kids, and I just wanted to then spend time with them. And so it was really in those moments. I was homeschooling, I was home, I was wanting adult interaction. I definitely wanted income and flexibility. And so I decided to start my Mary Kay business. And I love the career path. I finally understood all that my mom and these fabulous women that were, around me my whole life, why they love this business. You can work when you want to. And I like to work. I like to be around women. I like to make extra money. Money gives you choices, right? It gives you the ability to give more and, be generous, but also just not be struggling so much. Like when you go to the store, do you have a little extra to buy a pair of shoes, and so that's what I wanted. And so right away I became a sales director and earned a free car within my first 9 months of starting this business. And I just kind of got addicted and hooked. And now I just love my life. I'm an empty nester now. Our oldest son went to Yale for college. And I have to say that I believe it's because he knew that if he reached his highest potential and, shot for the moon. You never know unless you go for it. And Mary Kay Ash always said, shoot for the moon. And if you don't reach it, at least you'll land among the stars. And so he's had a great opportunity to go to school there. And now he's very successful, working a great job in New York City. And guess what? He has those priorities as well. And my middle son, Jonas, is at the University of Florida right now. And he's computer engineering, computer science, Air Force ROTC. And then our daughter is right coming up behind him, only 1 year behind him at University of Florida, pre-med, and wants to be a doctor. And it's so funny, though. She says, or a Mary Kay sales director, or an artist, or a worship leader at church, or own a nail salon to do, because she loves to do nails. She's an artist. Okay, so it's just fun to see these kids now are Mary Kay kids, right? They have been raised in a home that, has the entrepreneurial spirit and they want flexibility, they want freedom, and they're figuring it out for themselves, which I just love. And I love the women that watching them do the same thing with their families and figuring that out. And so it's just a rewarding experience, and you never know till you give it a try, right? Anything in life is worth a shot, just giving it a try. And, like I said, you could do this as a smart shopper. Okay, so when Jerry Lynn was talking about the eyebrow pencil and the eyebrow tint, if I run out of that in my bathroom, I just come right here to my office and there is another one on my shelf that I only paid 50% discount for. Okay, that to me is a smart shopper. That's the option number one. Or you can be part-time, right? And so you could just do a facial or a skincare class here and there. The average one that's 2 hours of time is $300 in sales. So you make $150 profit. So even holding 2 a week would be $300 extra a week in profit, right? If the average company sales is $300 per skincare class, you make half of that is $150 times 2 is $300 a week, right? Times 4 weeks in a month, that's $1,200 in a month. Okay, that's super part-time. Okay, that's only working 4 extra hours a week. And what would you do with $1,200 extra a month, right? And then the opportunity to work what we call full-time. Alicia, Jerry Lynn, and I'm sure have worked full-time for other jobs and worked many more hours and much more stress, and commuting and all the other things. But, like she said, it's unlimited earning potential. And so I just encourage you to give it a try. You never know till you give it a try, right? And I have this great calendar that Mary Kay Ash has, Pearls of Wisdom. So I wanted to read the Pearls of Wisdom from our founder, Mary Kay Ash, for May 1st. And it's on the topic of success. And she says, "It is far better to dare mighty things and to win glorious triumphs, though oftentimes you are going to experience failure, than to risk with those poor people who never enjoy much nor suffer much because they live in the shadow of life that knows no victory or defeat." That's our founder. That's the type of women that we are around that help you see life through that lens. And so I'm just blessed to spend this time with you. And thank you again for letting me share.
Wow, wow, and wow. If you guys have been watching the Dream Big events with Jerry and I forever, you know that we have some amazing women here. And you might have had some thought of what a Mary Kay girl, woman, lady looks like. But she looks like Jenan. She's successful in her own self without Mary Kay, but she finds it better being a Mary Kay person, girl, woman, whatever you want to call yourself. Better for her because it fits her life. God first, family second, and then this business. We get to do that day in and day out. And there's no other better place that you want to be that is going to support you. Her mom was fabulous. I mean, she is Mary Kay legend. And we love her so much. But you gained so much from what Jenan had to say. Now we want to give you the opportunity to think about this business for yourself. And Jerry Lynn's going to tell you all about it. Tell us, Jerry Lynn.
Yes, ma'am. Oh my gosh. Jenan said it's so simple to start your own Mary Kay business. And I know it was right on the tip of her tongue. She was going to say it. It's only $35. It's only $35 to start a Mary Kay business. I was just talking to a woman on Monday. I said, listen, you can either buy a pair of shoes or you can change your life with an incredible opportunity. What is going to change your life more? The $35, invest in your own business. That gets you a website that your customers can shop on and credit card processing. That means that when your customer pays you with a credit card, you have the ability to process it for just $35. You can instantly be in business and start selling your product. And then Mary Kay is awesome because, again, we were created by a woman. They know that women need options, right? And so you have 2 weeks to decide if you want to just kind of dip your toe into Mary Kay and get some samples that you can hand out to people, or maybe you just moved to a new area and you don't know anybody in your area. So you can send these samples to people from your hometown or wherever you moved from, that they can try the products and you can walk them through how to use them with these samples. So $45 gets you enough samples for 30 faces. Or what I think is the best option is the $90 Pro Start. The $90 Pro Start gets you a fabulous starter kit that you can do in-person appointments, and you get over $400 worth of product for $90. Like, we can't even get that kind of discount on a product, but you as a new beauty consultant can do it. So again, it's just $35 to start tonight, and then you can decide how you want to get going. But I want to talk about Jenan's story covered everything. So there's always like 4 reasons why women might want to start a Mary Kay business. One is freedom and flexibility. You just heard Jenan say she was homeschooling her kids and she's been able to be there for them. I know a lot of kids say, when my mom was a Mary Kay sales director, she was always home. Like, they couldn't get into trouble because the mom was always there, right? The second one is income. Listen to where her kids are going to school. Like, clearly she's doing well enough to send her kids to Yale and the University of Florida. Like, that's amazing. Okay. And then third, let's face it, our products are awesome. She just told you her age, which I'm surprised because Mary Kay said a woman who will tell you her age will tell you anything, but we can't help it. We have to brag about our products, right? They're amazing. And then our culture, it's a company with heart. And you just heard her talk about the women that she was able to be raised around and our friendships that we have already. I mean, you've gotten to meet, as Alicia said, you've gotten to meet our girlfriends over the last few months. We've been doing this now. And they're all so amazing. Don't you want girlfriends like this? I know I am so blessed by every single friendship that I have. And now there are a few reasons why you may hesitate to start your Mary Kay. You might say, Jerry Lynn, that all sounds great. You all are fabulous, but I don't think I could do this. Listen, we are not the same women that we were when we started. When we bought our starter kits, I don't even want to tell you who I was when I started. I was a good person, but I have grown so much because of this business. So the personal growth in this business is incredible. You will become an even better version of yourself. And your sales director comes in your starter kit. So for that $35, you will get a sales director. We like to say we're your gift with purchase, right, ladies? And we will be there to help you every step of the way. Time. Maybe you don't have that. You feel like your schedule is too crazy, but Jenan just broke it down for you. Even if you could do 1 appointment a week, you can add money to your household income. The people, where will you find your customers? We encourage you to start with your circle of influence, people you already know and they already love you. So your friends, your family, your neighbors, your coworkers, that's where we tell you to get started. And then they will introduce you to people that you don't know. And then you will continue to grow from there. I started my business having 3 people who would host a party for me. 3. That was it, because I didn't live in my hometown, and now we have virtual. We didn't have virtual when I started, so you can work anywhere, right? And maybe you feel like you're not the sales type. Well, what in Jenan's story made you think that she was the sales type? Nothing. She had a legal background and a ministry background. Okay. So she was never in sales before. And look at how successful she has become. So we look for women who have big hearts and want to help other people. We don't look for sales type people. Okay. But I will say that Mary Kay always said it's just as honorable to sell as it is to buy. So it's not a bad thing to share your products with people if you love them. And finally, fear. fear is the real reason that women won't say yes to a Mary Kay business. And I want to tell you that fear and excitement are both emotions that are based on the unknown. So, do you want to be excited and happy about what's coming, or do you want to be fearful and shrink back? And that's not what God wants for you. God wants you to blossom into the woman that He has created you to be. And you can do that. And the three of us would prefer that you wonder, what if I succeed at this? How could I impact my family? Rather than what if I fail? We don't talk that way. Jenan is one of the most positive people I've ever met in my life. And if you say anything negative around her, she's like, oh no, I didn't hear that. What did you just say? Right? Okay, so this is it. We want you to give us a letter grade. We want you to consider this opportunity for yourself. Are you an A, B, or C? A means after hearing all this information, absolutely sign me up. I want to become the master of my own future. B means, I'm not sure about Mary Kay, but buy me a cup of coffee and answer some of my questions, and maybe I'll decide to do this. Okay. And even if you're virtual with your consultant, she can do that over the phone with you. And finally, C. C is, you know what? I am so grateful to hear all of this information, but I'm going to remain a happy customer for my consultant. However, I'm going to share this information with women that I know who might be great at this business. And you know what? We love our happy customers because we would not have successful businesses or earn our diamond rings without our customer base. Okay. So thank you all so much for your time this evening. And we hope that we've maybe planted a new thought for you. Have a happy May.